So welcome. It's just so lovely to have you here, like in this moment together. I've been putting a lot of energy out there, perhaps a lot of manifestation for what I believe to be my vision, but our mission collectively. And I really wanted to talk to that a little bit on this video because I think when you're typing out words and what may feel like essays, sometimes poetry, sometimes statements, reflections that sometimes it's just really nice to connect as though we're having a bit of a cup of tea together. I've got my little Christmas mug, and I thought it would be nice actually to connect with that whole concept of having a vision. And it's a vision that feels like palpable. It feels like it's so real. And there are times when, some people might call it dreaming, but it's sort of like, it feels so real. It's hard to describe it as a dream. And it's a vision of being on a stage and talking to people and sharing knowledge. And it comes through so strongly, and it comes through as strongly as my vision of working with children did. And I didn't listen to that working with children vision that I had for years. I parked it over there somewhere. But this vision, I want to step into it sooner. I want to make this become a reality. And it needs you. So, this is a real invitation to think about your work and how you apply your work to people, to the community you serve, and think, do I think I could actually have a lot of fun creating something that is tailored and is quirky and shows a really fascinating side of your work that would be really welcomed by children? And these are children actually that, for a lot of the time, are feeling unheard, unseen, and feel quite frustrated in a system that is teaching them to be a certain kind of way and is not necessarily celebrating their individuality, their imagination, their creation, and just to have a bit of playfulness with it all. And I would invite you to think, the work that you deliver, this holistic work, can I kind of break free from the clinic, open the doors, and welcome more people in at any one time? And I guess I didn't give it too much thought, if I'm honest, because we know what can happen when our brain takes over. If we overthink anything, things can sort of fade away. We maybe, think, I don't know if I can do that. I'm not sure. This is what I've always done. We can hesitate, we can doubt, and by all means, I've had all of these over the years. But in the essence of trying to bring my vision into our mission alive much, much sooner, I feel I have to step into it a little bit more, I don't know, forthright, strong, with courage, and with my big girl pants on. It just feels that it could be really, really amazing to work together, to imagine that what you do now can reach children who, for the beautiful beacons of light they are, can then take it that step further to that place, to that part that you always hope to reach. Let those children be the messengers. Let them benefit themselves from the work that you do. Let yourself benefit from the work you do and bringing it alive in a different way. But allow them to be the messengers to take the message forward out into the community and spread the word, spread the love, spread, well-being, self-care, nurture, being heard, being listened to, being supported in an essence of creativity and imagination, curiosity. So have a think about it. Do you think that could be of interest to you to explore without all that sort of self-doubt and hesitation? And if so, the journey to becoming a better wellbeing guide is perhaps a little different than some courses because it's not about me telling you, right, this is what you need to do and when. This is about, look, this is what I've done. This is how I did it. And I'll share all of the lesson plans with you and I'll share the approaches, but I'm sharing them in a way to spark something in you using the skills that you already have. So, whilst, yes, I can support you, if you're already an aromatherapist, for example, I can support you expanding that and thinking about it maybe a different way. I can even take you on the training eventually if you want to become an aromatherapist. But if you're a singer, a photographer, a artist, a counselor, a massage therapist, how about taking your skills and seeing if you can apply it to the better well-being guide approach and have a little play with it? See where it lands and have lots of fun in the process. The really key thing actually about this program that I feel really passionate about is actually nurturing you in the process. Because I know as a holistic practitioner that we can become incredibly drained of our natural energy. And whilst we do so many things to protect ourselves, and sometimes we forget to protect ourselves, we underestimate the impact on our own health and our own well-being and our own ability, if you like, to self-care. We're very good at giving the advice to others. So I'm going to start there. I'm going to nurture you. I'm going to nurture myself in the process. And together, with that foundation of self-care in place, then we can build something pretty special. And I hope that I can bring out your fun, your curiosity, your imagination, reignite your spark, reignite your senses to bring to life all of your life experience. How amazing would that be? And then you get to share it with others. So I hope you'll join me on this journey. Um, yeah, feels like a big mission, but together doesn't feel so bad. So let's join together, join forces. Let's create together. Let's give some flexibility in there to be able to adapt and sort of bring awareness to your job and your career, your practice, your life experience in a whole new way. See you on the other side.